So I'm getting ready to start another new project without having finished the others. We will come back to it. I have my carving glove on the hand that does not hold the knife. And I wanted to actually even talk a little bit about butternut. I love it. I recommend, I see as my little store's mission to get people started carving and whittling and spoons or birds or people or whatever it is you want to carve. Now, butternut has been having a problem with, it's called butternut canker, and it's been killing trees, and they're trying to keep them together. There's a lot of standing deadwood, which is where the wood that I use comes from. And right now, the Forestry Service is starting to breed disease-resistant trees. And when the trees are infected with the disease, they start to die, and a butternut beetle comes and burrows just below the bark and leaves these holes. And I don't normally sell these, but I do carve them, and I think they're even a little more interesting. I have one that I couldn't find that I had carved, but this is one that it's just affected up on the handle, and I just think it's more interesting. Here's another. Now I have another one that probably is as involved as this little blank I have here for an eating spoon. And when you hold it up to the light, you can see light shining through some of the holes, and yet it doesn't leak. And I just really like them and think that they're interesting. So I'm going to start to work on this one, and hopefully you can carve along, and maybe I will offer a few. And when I take a look at this, I see that there's a hole that comes out along what would be the edge of the spoon, and that would probably make it a dribble spoon if we use that as the top, but we can use it as the bottom, and this top is pretty well together. But I think this will be a real fun one. So this is going to be the bottom and the back, and I'm going to start to carve here. And when we do this, there's no telling what we're going to run into inside. It could be solid, or it could have more of these holes. But I chose this because I think these holes are going to make for a very interesting spoon. I like to call them holy spoons. But anyway, we'll work on this. And that was just a little talk about butternut and what's going on. The trees are, to a point, they're gonna make a comeback. The state has breeding programs. I've seen plantations here in Vermont of disease-resistant trees. And there's a lot of standing deadwood in the forest that is being harvested for lumber. So I wouldn't normally suggest working with anything that's endangered, except that we're harvesting standing deadwood, and there are real steps to bring the butternut tree back. One of the reasons it's butternut, I guess the early settlers would boil the nuts, and oily fat would rise to the top of the water, and they would skim that off and make something akin to butter from the oily fat of the butternut. Anyway, that's my little talk on butternut, and here's our newest project. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.